There's a side of you that's been waiting to break free. It's the version of you that doesn't care about approval, the version that makes moves in silence and doesn't look back. But here's the thing, most people never reach this point because they're too busy showing off their progress, sharing their dreams, and seeking validation. What if I told you that the real transformation happens when you disappear for a while? In today's video, we're going to explore how stepping into the shadows can unlock the best version of yourself. You'll learn how to disappear, transform, and come back stronger than ever. Let's dive in. We live in an age where everyone wants to be seen. Social media, networking events, and public displays of success. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your worth is tied to how much attention you get. But here's the thing. The more you expose, the more people will try to drag you down. It's a natural response. People tend to become uncomfortable when others are advancing. When you decide to disappear, it's not about running away. It's about building yourself up quietly, away from distractions. You're not hiding from the world. You're choosing to focus on what matters most. You. Disappearing means stepping off the stage and working behind the scenes to create the person you want to become. It's about letting your transformation shock everyone when you finally reappear. Now, disappearing isn't as simple as just going off the grid. It requires a strategy. Here are 3 key steps to make sure you're doing it the right way. Step 1. Stop talking about your plans. The more you talk about your goals, the more you water down their power. It's human nature to share excitement with friends and family. But in doing so, you're diluting the drive that fuels your ambitions. Instead, keep your plans to yourself. Every time you share a goal, you lose a little of the fire that makes it real. The fewer people who know, the more room you create for that goal to grow in silence. Step 2. Get rid of the need for external validation. The hardest part of disappearing is cutting off your dependency on validation. It's so easy to base your worth on the opinions of others, but that's where you're limiting yourself. When you stop caring what people think, you unlock your true potential. Become your own biggest supporter, the only opinion that matters. This isn't easy, and it takes practice, but over time, it becomes the key to true self-mastery. Step 3. Embrace the discomfort. Disappearing and working in silence means facing discomfort head-on. You'll be tempted to share your progress, to seek approval, but resist the urge. The most significant growth happens when no one is watching. This journey will be filled with setbacks, and you'll want to talk about your struggles. But if you can learn to push through in silence, you'll build resilience and grit that most people never experience. Once you've disappeared, it's time to get to work. This is the part where the real magic happens. In the shadows, you'll focus on the transformation you want, whether that's getting in better shape, leveling up your career, or learning new skills. This period will be your time to build. 1. Set clear, specific goals. This isn't about vague ambitions like, I want to be better, or I want to get fit. You need to be specific. Write down what you want to achieve and break it down into actionable steps. This clarity will keep you focused while you're away from the spotlight. 2. Develop a daily routine. Transformation is built on consistency. Set up a routine that supports your goals every single day. It might be waking up early to work on your fitness, dedicating hours to learning a new skill, or investing in your business. Your routine should revolve around your goals and be the framework for your growth. 3. Embrace failure and setbacks. The shadows aren't always a comfortable place. There will be times when you feel like you're not making progress, or that it's easier to quit than push through. This is where you build resilience. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to improve. The key is to keep going, no matter how tough it gets. Eventually, you'll reach a point where your transformation is complete. You've become the person you were meant to be. So what now? Do you reappear and show off your new self? Here's the twist. When you do this process correctly, you'll realize you won't care about reappearing at all. You'll have grown so much in the shadows that the need for external recognition won't even matter. You'll know that your journey wasn't about impressing others. It was about transforming yourself. The most powerful thing about disappearing is that you learn to enjoy the process for what it is, not for the applause it might earn you. When you return to the world, you'll do it on your own terms. So, what's the takeaway here? Disappearing doesn't mean quitting or hiding. It's about putting your head down, working on yourself in silence, and letting your transformation speak for itself when the time is right. Remember, the less you expose to the world, the more room you create for your true self to grow. Start by disappearing and giving your goals the space they need to flourish. Keep grinding, keep transforming, and when you're ready, the world will be waiting. I'll see you in the next chapter.